Hello, welcome to another tonalist landscape oil painting demonstration. This is your painter in residence, M. Francis McCarthy, and the painting I'm bringing you today is looks familiar, doesn't it? Autumn in Montclair by George Inness. It's a study after him. Why? Well, it's actually I was trying to remember the size. I think it's a 12 by 18. Not a 14 by 20 as I wrote in the when I was saving. But yeah, really excellent study I have had around since 2018. It's up on the channel. It's a long video. It's a 7-hour video, I think. Or no, it's chunks. It's separate videos. But yeah, it got damaged in the flood, man. So I gave that one to my friend. I mean, it still looks pretty good. I just couldn't sell it, so I gave it to my good friend, and I was very proud of that painting, very happy with it. And so it was like first on my list to redo, and because I had several goals in mind, I wanted to. I will keep probably doing studies after this painting till I'm not able to. Reason being is it's my favorite painting by George Inness, and I every time I do it, I just figure out a bit more about what made him great and how I can be better. Yeah, so that's the best reason to do a study. But eventually I'll be doing studies after. There's a Francis Murphy I have in mind. So the only downside is that the full-length video, for which this is, I guess, a wide load ahead video, is 7 hours long. It took a while to do this. What can I say? You get bigger, things take longer. But yeah, and it's probably maybe it's going to have an adverse effect on the channel. I don't know. I don't mind. I share what I do, and this is what I'm doing. So welcome aboard if you're new, and if you've been here with me a while. Thank you so much for sticking around. And actually, you notice I did a whole bunch of that drawing all zoomed out, but that might be helpful for you since you might want to do your own study of this one day. And plenty of tips and tricks in the 7-hour version. Don't you forget it. There are. Yeah, worth watching. I mean, I recommend you can keep it open in a tab and just watch a bit of it until you get through it. Yeah. For one, I'll tell you how I get the blue right, but you don't find that out till would have been. Ooh, in this video, you'll see me doing something at very briefly at it'll go flying by too, at 13 minutes, 12 minutes maybe, I don't know. Yeah, but so I really worked hard in getting the drawing right, and one of the things I did to do that was I divided the picture into 4 areas, 4 zones by dividing the space in half both ways, and it allowed me to center that middle tree. That middle tree, our left-hand side of that tree is exactly the center. It's exactly the center. I've done, this is my 4th or 5th study after this painting, and every time I've done it, I put that in the wrong spot. I've always moved it over, say, where the skinny tree is, and I've always noticed that, oh geez, I made that space too short again, There's some very, very interesting things that he accomplished with this composition, because it doesn't really feel like it's right in the center, and that area of the what's going to become the red tree, all those red leaves, that looks really, really like a large horizontal space. It's just the way things are subdivided. It's so brilliant. And like I said, so I got some good stuff off of this. And that, I guess the thing from that is, bad things happen, good things can always come from it. So not that, I mean, I'm a positive person, but I'm not a Pollyanna or anything, Anyway, what else is new? Well, I'm going to be gearing up the old Facebook again, and I think by extension Instagram. Although most of my posts on Instagram are just going to be echoes of the Facebook. But yeah, I was started working on a program today to market my art and stuff. And I won't spend a lot of time talking about that, but if you're an artist and you're watching this, it's something you got to wrangle with. And most of my sales for the last, not most of them, but a good chunk, over half, have been online, and so that's where I'm going to put my energy, especially with all this, COVID stuff going around or whatever, the gallery thing. I don't know. It's been, rocky, and it was kind of rocky before. It's been tough for galleries ever since 2008, So, but God, I love my galleries. I always support them. I do my best, and hopefully they do their best by me. And I'll always have work in galleries as long as I can do so. But let's face it, as an artist, you've got to look at other venues and avenues and things like that. So won't be affecting the YouTube channel that much, because the YouTube is like the one, I guess it's social media. But I've always kept with the YouTube. There's been a couple times where I've got a bit discouraged, but these days I understand you and you understand me. You come here and look at stuff when you want. And you help me out when you want with donations and things, and it's always appreciated. In fact, I've had some great support, and it's allowed me to get a new easel, and I put a portion of it towards a kind of backup video camera, because I had a real scary incident with my main camera about 5-6 months ago, where I dropped it, the bottom broke, because it was attached to the tripod, and that was at the antique shop. That was pretty precarious, so I got it kind of working again with a bunch of glue, but I like for it to be the backup, and to have another camera that it's my main camera, and it's Panasonic, by the way. I've really been happy with the Panasonic camcorder. It's just a workhorse. It's every day. It's reliable. It does what it says in the package, and I probably could do some things to get even higher quality if I say used a DSLR or something like that. But part of my terror there is, like, if I dropped my DSLR when it was on the tripod, that would have been a lot more expensive than replacing a video camera, let me tell you. Anyway, so we're talking about this painting, so you can see I've got the red coming in. I ended up doing a block in, and then today it was like, so yesterday and today I was able to get back in the studio. They've been doing flood work there, and yesterday I got a fair amount done, but I found that my approach was just really getting too detailed, too tight. And it's like I've always told you with the studies, don't get too objet d'art. just make your painting, make your study. Don't try and copy every little bit of it. That's not the idea. The idea is to really capture the soul and the essence. And I did that with this one, and it got it to a level I think I'm more than happy to put up on YouTube. There will be probably another painting session in the future where I do some little tiny tweaky details. But the bulk of what needed to be done is done, and it worked out good. Yeah, really good. In fact, really good. I really love this one, and well, I'm looking around thinking I'd like to put it up, but I have so much art up on the walls now, I'd have to take something down. I don't know. I'm going to probably put it in the store and sell it, and we'll see what we do with it. Yeah, now if you're interested, let me know. Send me a bill. Yeah, send me a bill. Say I'm interested. I'm a fan of the channel, Mike. Yeah, I'll make you a deal. Why not? Anyway, The other challenge on this painting was it's very smooth. So I have always had the tendency, and if you paint on canvas or whatever, you'll know what I mean. You know, you could just kind of go zip with the brush. You've got some instant texture. What I don't like about that, though, is it looks like canvas texture. I've never loved that. So, you know, if you've watched my video, the texturizing video, or see the paintings I've done in the real texture boards, you can see how we utilize that texture. And it's a real time saver. Although there, I invest a lot of extra time into creating a beautifully textured board. Right? That's not a quick, easy process. I tried to do it in a quick, easy way, and usually it just gives me subpar results, which I regret. Because you might have a really good painting on a board that was just textured. And there, what can happen is, like, you might have, say, a really horizontal band of texture, but you're painting a vertical thing through it. You know what I mean? That isn't a good look. So I have a strategy. You can put the word texture into my channel, into the little search engine there. And I might try and get my act. I go to other people's YouTube channels, and they've got specific videos on the front page and this and that. I mean, I don't know how to do that. I haven't really applied myself. I just put things up, and hopefully people get something from it. This one I think you'll get a lot from. And you know, maybe I'll put some links to other Inness studies. I might put them at the bottom though, because you know, it's not that important to me, but it would be easier for me to track it down than you. So look for that. I'll make a note. I'll make a note for you. I'll do that for you. I'll do you a solid. Inness. Yeah, it'd also be interesting to see how many times I've done. I did a 7x10 and 8x12. Those are both up. The 7x10 is a 15-minute video. The 8x12 was broke up into 4 videos, 2 hours each. It took as much time as this one did. So that's good. This was bigger, but it didn't take a heck of a lot. I think it was 7 hours. I'm going to have to look. That'd be good just for my own edification. Montclair. I'll do it for you. Yeah, that'd be edifying, yeah. Maybe go after your own. I have seen other painters. In fact, I don't remember. I was on some website where I sell paintings, and I saw someone had put up their version of this, and it was just so interesting how all the things they changed, and the way they sort of contemporized things as well, and not in a good way, I'm sorry to say, but good on them. They did the study. They had it for sale. Someone probably bought it. It's very strong. It's magical and mystical. And what's interesting, I got to remember this too, is like, oh, it's today. You're seeing me paint right now. He didn't put a path in this. He didn't put a river or a stream, a puddle, all the things I feel like doing all the time. He just put a bunch of nothing. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. It's time to go. I'll be back real soon with another video presentation, and appreciate your support. You know, go to my website, check it out, send me a donation if you like. Anything you could do. Can you spare a culpa? Anyway, till I come back with another video, take good care. Stay out of trouble.